Hi everyone, I'm gonna do a death metal series on my channel. This is the first one of 3 videos I have planned to do surrounding death metal. I've been dabbling in death metal over on my Patreon. There's been moments here and there where I've sort of listened to a bit of like deathcore or death metal influenced stuff, and I've really been enjoying the little bit of death I have heard so far. So without further ado, today I'm going to get a proper introduction here on my YouTube channel. With the help of my patrons, they helped select the bands and select the songs for this video. This is Proto-Death, so it's sort of like the beginnings of death, because I personally like to understand the evolution of the music I listen to and how one thing feeds off another. We're going to do a proper death metal video, don't worry. If you feel like there's a band here that should be in a death metal video but they're not, they're probably going to be in the next one. But yeah, this is Proto-Death, so this is the earliest death metal bands, or bands that aren't even like technically death metal but very close to it maybe. Okay, we're going to go in order. I've got 2 1985 tracks, so I'm not going to know which one came first within that year, but let's listen to the 2 1985 tracks first. So we're going to start off with Celtic Frost, which is a band that one of my patrons, Victor, did get me to listen to recently. I really enjoyed the song I heard by Celtic Frost. It was Procreation of the Wicked. That was great. And that was from Morbid Tales, which is from 1984, actually. There you go. Proto-Death Celtic Frost song I'm going to listen to is Circle of the Tyrants. So let's listen to that. So exciting. This is from 2 Megatherion. Get the lyrics up. Okay. I don't even know what death metal is yet, like I gotta figure it out. The chugging, right? Whoa! Yeah. Oh, it's what? Gloves off. Was that the chorus? I haven't noticed. Boom. This part's really cool. I don't totally get what's going on. Whoa! Slow. This part intrigues me the most so far. I like this breakdown, slow moment. This is a bit different from the Procreation. This is way slower than I expected death metal to be. Okay. Right. Whoa! Woohoo! That's fun. Wow! What a cool solo! this what the start of the track sounded like? I can't even remember now. So much has happened. I feel like maybe this is a return to the original minute. Maybe not. This is like groovy though. These solo parts are quite groovy. And I like that it's groovy. I remember thinking about the other Celtic Frost song as well, that I felt it was a bit groovy. So fun! Cool. I think I really like Celtic Frost, firstly. That's like the main thing, because I've listened to Procreation. I also really liked Procreation. I think I liked Procreation a little better, but this also I think is quite a solid track from them, and so I'm really interested in doing a Celtic Frost video, to be honest, because I have heard that Celtic Frost dabbles many different genres of metal. Like, they're not really tied to just one subgenre. Like, they branch off into many different, subgenres of metal. Obviously, part of what they do is death here, and I'm trying to figure out what is death metal, and I can't, because for me this feels quite groovy, especially the slow parts, and I really like stuff that feels a bit groovy to me, so that's not an issue at all. But I'm just wondering if like that is what death metal is, because I feel like it's not. I would imagine groove metal is more so what I'm thinking of. Maybe the fast parts at the beginning of this track were more the death moments. So I really want to do a quick Google. I have to now. My curiosity is killing me. What exactly is death metal? That would have been good to Google before I did this video. It employs heavily distorted and low-tuned guitars. Oh, that is what I would sort of expect groove metal to do. Okay, played with techniques such as palm muting, tremolo picking. Is that what I'm thinking of with chugging? I think that might be what I'm thinking of. Deep growling vocals, aggressive, powerful drums. Well, I really liked the drums there actually in that track. With the slower part, towards the end of each bar, it would be like, and I thought that was a nice inclusion from the drummer. The drummer actually was quite good, featuring double kick for sure, and blast beat techniques. I don't know what a blast beat technique is yet. I will try and figure that out. Minor keys, yes. Atonality, sure. Abrupt tempo, okay. There was a bit of abrupt tempo there. Okay, I'm seeing it. I think I'm getting it. Abrupt key and time signatures as well. Honestly, that all sounds really fun. Like, that all sounds great to me. I'm excited to see how like the genre really finds itself. This is the proto-death, and then there's elements here that are actualized better with later bands that I think like the actual genre is named after Death the band. So maybe Death is the ones that fully realize it. So next we're going to listen to Possessed, which I've heard so much about. If I was going to do a proto-death video, which I am, Possessed had to be included. I kept hearing about that everywhere I looked, so really excited Possessed got in here. So this is The Exorcist from 1985 as well, by The Possessed. Let's listen. This is from Seven Churches. This is sort of creepy. A bit terrifying. Oh, it's getting louder and louder too. The godfathers of the genre. This is what I expected death metal to be more like. This feels thrashy. Oh, whoa, what is going on, Possessed? This feels really different to the Celtic Frost song. Man. Okay. Man, I'm really loving these lead guitarists. These tracks. He's definitely got that vocal growl I expected from death metal. 666, there it is. Voice is screaming out, help me. This is definitely more of what I expected. I actually sort of prefer the Celtic Frost though. Because it felt groovy. His vocal performance is so funny. It's so messy. The tempo doesn't change, the energy does not change. While with the Celtic Frost, I felt like we were doing abrupt change-ups. This has really just stayed the same the whole entire 4 minutes. Interesting. Whoa! Wait, what? No. Why would they do that? Why? No. So the last 10 seconds of the track was the best part? Ugh! Okay, so I think a change up in the middle of that track, right in the middle, and they jumped into that lower toned last 10 seconds, whatever they were just doing there for the last 10 seconds. If they took that and then just applied that to like the second half of the track and just did a big change up in the middle, man, this track would be so much better. I really loved what they were doing there for the last 10 seconds. That felt like something, that I would have really liked. Just a bit more like fleshed out on the track. That's so annoying. I don't particularly love how it feels quite repetitive, and it's a very long track and it feels like it's just doing the same thing the whole entire time. That's a bit unfortunate. I prefer tracks have change ups. But man, they did do a bit of a change up there for the last 10 seconds and I really loved it, but it was just so short and just right at the end. Why? I also really liked the guitar solo, let it be known actually, it reminded me a little bit of the Celtic Frost guitar solo. There's just a bit of an attitude or a sort of, not an atmospheric feel to the guitar solos, but they're a little bit sloppy. Oh, not sloppy, but just I don't know the words. I haven't filmed in over a week and it's showing, I feel. Yeah, that one I do want to say felt more like what I expected death metal to feel like. It feels thrashy slightly, then it feels groovy, and I expected death to peter on the thrash side of things. That's what I wanted to say is I'm comparing them back to other subgenres I know, and yeah, the first one felt groovy, this one feels a bit thrashy. But the main thing I didn't like about this track was that it felt so repetitive. Unfortunately, I can feel the pummeling of it with those drums. Like, the energy is there. It is quite distorted still. The guy has the vocal performance going on, the death metal vocal performance for sure. I totally picked up on that. But yeah, I just would have liked to change up. Let's listen to the next track. Oh my gosh, which is Sepultura. I'm so excited. Sepultura is a band which has introduced me a little bit to groove metal with Roots, Bloody Roots, and what is it, Chaos AD as well. I think that's the album. I haven't listened to it, but I listened to a song off of it. I can't remember the name of it now. But yeah, I've listened to Sepultura before. It's up on my channel. I would have posted it recently. I really enjoyed it. Sepultura has been such a treat, and I've grown to love Roots, Bloody Roots. So I really hope I love their take on death metal here, because I love their groovy side, Sepultura for sure. All right, let's listen to Bestial Devastation from 1986. Devastation. Don't you just love these names? Like, how do they come up with this stuff? This is from Morbid Vision / Bestial Devastation. There you go. Their take on death metal. I hope I like this. I really love Sepultura usually. Beautiful. The Brazilian music. Yeah, okay, I get the vocal performance. I feel like the vocal performance is clicking for me. Death vocals. Sort of thing. You know? Ooh, bit of a moment of percussion in the right. They've done that before. I remember that on their group stuff. Wow. Terminate masses. I love these slower moments. With blood, excess of flame, the beast of sun, of evil. I feel like I can feel the death in the slow moments. Creatures of grass. Is it chugging? Whoa! Okay, there's got the abrupt stuff going on. Vocals, drums, chugging guitar, distorted, lower tone. I feel like I'm slow getting it. That guitar, like the solo, felt quite different from the other two tracks. There it is again. Okay. It is starting to click a little bit. I think I'm seeing the similarities, especially having like Googled it, Wikipedia'd it. I know what to look for a little bit better, so that's helping. I really do love these slower moments on these tracks. I gotta keep saying it, but the slower moment on that track again was my favorite part. The fast moments are good. The fast moments are definitely still enjoyable. I just think the slower moments are just like perfection. Like they just really suit the sinister feel of this deathy stuff, I guess. I don't know, proto-death. But the proto-death, like it feeling a bit scary. Like when it goes slow, it's just like, whoa. Like I'm just in a horror movie or something when I'm listening to it, and it's really fun. Like I love it. So yeah, I hope there's more slower moments on tracks to come with In Depth. We'll have to see. I guess we're still doing proto-death right now. Sepultura is a band I like. From what I've heard so far, I think like their groove metal stuff does intrigue me the most, I want to say. I can't stop thinking about Roots Bloody Roots for sure. Like that track's just crazy. But cool to listen again to some more Sepultura here, to see that they do dabble in a little bit of proto-death and do influence the genre and like the early days of it. So hats off to you, Sepultura. Such an important band, I feel. Like Sepultura, I really like them. I want to listen to more Sepultura, honestly. I want to listen to a Sepultura album. But with that said, I'm so bad at keeping up with actually doing all the things I say I'm going to do, so I need to stop saying that stuff to you guys. I need to stop saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, because you're going to be waiting forever. Let's listen to the second last track today, which is going to be Napalm Death, Siege of Power. This is 1987, so one more year ahead than the Sepultura. Napalm Death is a band I don't know anything about. I've never listened to them before, I believe. Let's hope I like this. Let's see what we think. From Siege of Power. From the album Scum. Ooh. I like the tone of this one quite a lot. It's down low. It's fuzzy. Like that drum energy? The production's not as good. But I love what they're doing. He wants to... Okay. These vocalists. Woo! Inside your mind. Restrictions to keep you in line. Okay. I actually love these drums. No, I do like the distorted guitar, like the tuned down guitar. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he's going over the top of it. Go! Get to the summer! You're gonna die! He's awesome. Okay, this feels a little bit like nothing I've heard before. This feels like we're transcending Crash and Boom for sure. What the frick is this? What's that guitar even doing? You're born to die! I sort of love it. I think it's great. And then back to the original. It felt quite like out of tune. Da 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 da. Da da. This is the catchy part. These drums are so good. It's pretty simple. No, I like this so much. Yes! I love this one. That's my favorite track in this video so far. I've got one more track to go, but man, that one felt like a different level. That one felt special. Like I said, it sort of felt like that really weird out of tune moment in the middle. That felt like something I never listened to before. I don't think I've ever listened to metal that's that out of tune and horrible sounding in a way that it ends up sounding good. That was so cool. I feel like, yeah, I'm starting to listen to something I've never heard before. Death metal, okay. I'm really excited to see what this final track does. If the final track here also does something quite different that I never heard before, because we have got death to end this video off, this proto-death video off, and obviously death, the name of the band is Death, and the name of the genre is death metal, sort of named after them in a way. I think I read that somewhere, but I might be wrong, and I'm so sorry if I am, because I know people, they get a little mad if I say something incorrect. But yeah, wow. Okay, Napalm Death, honestly, this has helped me, I think, really click the new entity of death metal into place a bit. Let's listen to Death, honestly. Like, Napalm Death is just gonna be excited for Death. This is Zombie Ritual from 1987. I hope I like this one. I really hope I like, because I've heard so much about Death. Death is one of those bands that even when you're not a metalhead, which I wasn't a metalhead for a very long time, I knew the name Death. From Scream Bloody Gore. Final track. You see how they actualize this genre. Awesome. Ooh! I think that sounds amazing. Those drums are quite echoey, I like that. Oh, there's so much space in the drum. Wow. Oh, damn. I can see the possessed. I can see the possessed vocal style. Yep. For sure. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. I was like, please! All these drums! I love it. Oh, cool, nice. That was smooth. Extra heads. Ritual. These lyrics are pretty intense. Spell. The rotting flesh. Ooh! With the 666 on, was that the Possessed? I think it was on Possessed. And now with these lyrics, oh my gosh. Those drums are speaking to my soul. There's more like demonic themes lyrically as well. Wow. These drums are so good. I have a Spotify playlist that's like about my favorite drums. This might go in there. I can't actually sing like that. I'll kill my throat. Ooh. Awesome. I feel lightheaded. I always say that now. Where's my water? Ooh, I feel lightheaded after that one. Man, that's some fun stuff. And I've been eating my meat. So it's not my diet right now. It is the music that's probably making me lightheaded. Woo! The death of it all. That was fun. That was awesome. I can see how death does it in a way that's quite, I don't know, it doesn't like, does it encompass everything I've heard before it? Not exactly. I feel like there's a lot of different elements in the tracks I heard before the death just now, but I could definitely hear a bit of possessed in the death stuff for sure. I felt like the possessed and the death stuff was really similar, so I can see why possessed could be seen as like the godfathers, was it? I think that's what the grandfathers, the godfathers of death metal, and then death the band is sort of like a band that just personifies the genre in quite a succinct way. I could see how possessed and death makes sense like that, but it's also good to listen to the other tracks here today to see how other bands were also sort of playing around with death elements, because yeah, all five of them did have this common thread a little bit. I think I liked the Napalm Death the most, actually. I really liked the Napalm Death. I also quite liked the Death track itself. Death track was really good too, and the Celtic Frost is also really good, but I think I liked the groovy parts of the Celtic Frost, honestly. I think listening to the rest of it now, the death part of the Celtic Frost song was my least favorite part. So it might just mean I need to do a groove metal video. I would love to do a groove metal video. Man, it's cool to see like the beginnings of the genre, to see how it started and how we move away from... It would have been thrash, I guess. It would have been some thrash coming before this. Yeah, man. It does start to feel, especially in those last two tracks just then, like something quite different. The Napalm definitely felt quite different. Oh my gosh. All right. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the Proto-Death with me today. We'll have to do a death metal video as well, of course. I'm gonna put a poll up on my Patreon for a songs pick for the bands that I have selected already for my death metal video. But yeah, still to pick the songs out, so I'll put that up for my patrons to pick out those songs. But I'm really excited. It should be fun. Man, this stuff is like, and also I feel like I always say this all the time, but man, I'm just reflecting on myself from like a year or two ago. I could never have handled vocals like this back then. For me to now not be bothered at all by vocals like this is incredible. I'm so proud of my own music taste evolution. And I actually find the way that these guys do their vocal performances, I actually find it quite funny. Like in a very endearing sort of way. Like I just love how serious they are. It's very fun to listen to. I just love how committed we all are with our death metal vocals. It's very fun. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye.